Hello everyone, as usual, my name is Reena Kumari, Assistant Professor, English Government Girls College, Bara. Dear students, this is the last video of our essay of studies written by Lord Francis Bacon. Previously, we studied to the para number 7th and 8th, 9th also. And our this video contains the line by line explanation of the text, this essay of studies from para number 10 to the end. Okay. Students, get ready for the explanation, remaining explanation of this essay of studies written by Lord Francis Bacon. And have a look for the first slide of this e-lecture. And this is our 10th stanza and 10th segment of this essay as, and therefore if a man write little, he had need have a great memory. If confer little, he had need have a present wit. And if he read little, he had need have a much cunning to seem to know that he doth not. The explanation, have a look on the explanation of this of these lines as Bacon now tells us how man can make up his deficiency in reading, writing and speaking. Means we can cure our deficiency in reading, writing and speaking also. And here Bacon gives the many ways to make up our deficiency in reading, writing and speaking. As he says, first, if a man writes a little, he needs to have sharp memory. And second, he says, if a person talks a little, he must have a present wit, means a sharp natural gift of ready wit and intelligence. And third, Bacon says that if a person reads a little, he must have natural cunningness and cleverness. Thus, each line of the Bacon's essay are full of worldly wisdom. And next is the 11th segment of our essay is, histories make a man wise, poets witty, and the mathematics subtle, natural philosophy deep, moral grave, logic and rhetoric able to contain. And here he also used a Latin phrase as abuent studia in mores, means studies pass into and influence manners. Means after reading, the reading can be a habit of our daily routine also. This is the meaning of this Latin phrase. And let's have a look on the explanation. In above line, Bacon tells about the branches of knowledge. Means he tells here the various disciplines, different disciplines and their use of their these branches, their subjects, these knowledge and their utility also. The first of all discipline means the first Bacon says about the advantages of reading history, means knowledge of history, the discipline history books. He tells us history makes a man wise because he becomes aware of the wisdom of the great men and their greatness and goodness. Next he says poetry develops our wit, means if we read poetry, it can it develop our wit also by sharpening intelligence, like the whetstone. Whetstone means some kind of stone these kind of stone can used for the sharpening knives also. Then he give the advantages of study mathematics, means it means a man quick clear-sighted and skillful because his intelligence becomes sharp, so he can make minute difference. Next is natural philosophy, means next discipline is natural philosophy. What we can acquire from the study of natural philosophy? Then Bacon says natural philosophy make our thinking deep and minute, and study of moral science. Next he says, by the study of moral science, what can be done? Means the study of moral science makes a person serious, earnest and thoughtful. Then Beckel tells us about the advantage of study of logic and rhetoric. Logic and rhetoric, these subjects can make a man capable of arguing and debating. Then Bacon uses Latin proverb to describe the advantages of reading of the books on different subjects as Abuent studia in mores. It means study pass into the character of a man. Study becomes a part of one's life itself when he reads books earnestly. And next is the 12th segment of this essay. There is no stone or impediment in the wit but may be wrought out by fit studies, like a disease of the body may have appropriate exercises. Bowling is good for stone and rings, shooting for the lungs and breast, gentle walking for the stomach, and riding for the head, and the like. Means here Bacon uses the metaphor of daily exercise. He says our daily exercise help us to cure our physical ailment. Similarly, studies can also cure our defects in knowledge. Like he says, he uses metaphor also here and says, like bowling is good for stone, shooting is good for lungs and breast, gentle walking for the stomach, and riding is good for head. Like this, study can remedy the man's many defects, as he writes as follows. Follows means this is the 30th segment and the last segment of this this essay. And in our last segment, Lord Francis Bacon tells us about how studies can remedy a man's defect. Means how study can be useful to remedy our defects also. So let's have a look on the 30th segment of this essay. So if a man's wit is wandering, let him study the mathematics, for in demonstrations, if his wit be called away never so little, he must begin again. And if his wit be not apt to distinguish our or find differences, let him study the schoolmen, and for they are simini sectors. And if he be not apt to bear our matters, and to call up one things to prove and illustrate other, let him study the lawyer's cases. So every defects of mind may have special receipt. Means in the above line, this is the last segment of the essay of studies written by Lord Francis Bacon, and in these lines these are the concluding lines of this essay. At last, Bacon says the study can cure man's defect. He says, if one does not able to concentrate, he should study mathematics. Means an absent-minded or wit-wandering person should study mathematics. Next he says, if a person is unable to make difference between the good or evil, between the two objects, he should study the schoolmen. Schoolmen means the ancient great philosophers and learned thinkers. Here he uses the Latin phrase for these thinkers as simini sectors. Means the ancient thinkers are hair splitters. Simini sectors means hair splitters. Means much learned persons, much learned philosophers. To study these philosophers can develop minutest distinguishing power. And next Bacon says, if a man lacks the power of argument to prove one thing strongly, he should study the legal cases of lawyers and courts. Thus, Bacon proves that the studies are great use to us in our life. We should study books for proper guidance and instructions. Books are our best companions. He said different books may be read in different ways according to their importance for us. And Bacon wrote in the Latin also, so he uses Latin proverbs and phrases in this essay. Thus, books can enrich our knowledge and genius. Even books can enhance the capacities and capabilities of our work and business. So, we should read good books and use the studies in our life also. And this is the explanation, line to line explanation of the essay of studies written by great Lord Francis Bacon. And this segment also contains the assignment also for dear students, and I hope you will enjoy the assignment also. Okay, have a look on the assignment and do this assignment, the answers of write the answers of these questions in your notebook and show it on your prepared WhatsApp group also. Okay, then have a look on the assignment segment of this video. This contains the 20 words questions from 1 to the 20. Means answer the following questions in 20 words. The first question is, what are the 3 merits of studies? Second is, what is the chief use of studies for delight? Third is, how studies serve for ornament? Fourth is, how studies serve for ability means? And fifth is, what are the abuses of studies according to the Bacon? Sixth question is, what is meant by the some books are to be tested? And seventh question is, what is meant by the some books are to be swallowed? And eighth is, what is meant by some few books are to be chewed and digested according to the Bacon. Ninth question is, what metaphor is used by the Bacon to compare different kind of books? And 10th question is, what does Bacon suggest about the reading of books by self? And 11th is, with which does Bacon compare the summary of books made by one's assistants? And 12th is, give the 3 advantages of reading books according to the Bacon. And 30th question is, what does Bacon say if a man writes little, read little and speak little? And 14th question is, what is the advantage of reading history books? And 15th question is, what is the advantage of reading poetry? And next is, what is the advantage of reading mathematics? And next question is, write the advantages of read natural philosophy and moral science according to the Bacon. And at the 18th question is, what do different studies do in the life of a man? And 90th question is, who are known as the hair splitters according to the Bacon? And 20th question is the last question of our assignment, what is the advantages of reading of schoolmen, as Bacon says in his essay of studies? Everybody look at these questions. These are the most important questions. Here we were asked in different examinations. Okay, so prepare this assignment in your notebook and show it on your WhatsApp group also. And have a nice day, dear all students. I hope you will enjoy our whole essay, and our next video we will contain the next essay. We will read the next essays like periodical essays, the Spectator, and so on and so forth. Okay, bye, and till then, bye bye. I hope enjoy a lot your studies. आजा।
क्या चीज? कहाँ पटक दिया?
ये कहाँ है गया? ना पर
जी क्या कर दिया फिर?
वो तो दबाता है
तो मुझे
तसु कर दे 50 बार का मारना है, बता दे भी करे। वो कहाँ है जो बाहर चीज